People don't like people like you. You don't care what it is you put me through. You say, do as I say, not as I do. People don't like people like you.
All right. Now, I didn't like the one.
How did you see that?
I can see that out of the corner of my eye.
The corner of your eye.
Yep.
Right in front of your fucking face.
Yep,
The corner,
yep.
that's, what do you call over here then?
That's my peripheral vision.
Peripheral.
I've got peripheral vision.
Say peripheral 3 times fast.
Peripheral 3 times fast.
You're clever.
I am clever. More clever than you could shake a stick at. No, you could shake a stick at a dog at. You could shake a stick at a dog at. Yeah, I don't know why they would shake a
Dog
stick
what?
at a dog with a stick. You could more than
You could shake a stick at a dog at.
no. Is that what I said?
Yeah.
Is that?
If it wasn't, it was close.
Yeah.
But it wasn't what you thought you said.
But anyway, it was more than you could shake a stick at a dog or something like that.
You did it again! More than you can shake a stick at a dog.
Shake a stick
At a dog?
at a dog, I guess.
More than you can shake a stick at a dog?
What was the?
Would you used to take a stick and get to see a dog and start shaking for as long as you could?
Hold on a
What?
second. I forgot what. Wait a minute. Wait. Hold on a second. Did this
You-
begin with my peripheral vision?
Yes, I could have.
All right. Well,
You're saying
once
the
again-
corner of your eye.
once again, my peripheral vision.
Oh, say peripheral 3 times
That's
fast.
peripheral 3 times fast. I really did it. All right. I did it a second time now. Now what I'm saying is.
No, say it 3 times fast, Bob. I know that's, say peripheral, peripheral, peripheral.
Peripheral, peripheral, peripheral.
Can't do it, can you?
I did it.
No, I don't think so.
Peripheral, peripheral, peripheral. What's wrong with that?
Nothing. Nothing at all. I'm going deaf.
Peripheral, peripheral, peripheral.
You can't do it.
Peripheral, peripheral, peripheral.
You got your lips are too thick for this.
Hey.
Yeah.
That has nothing to do with thick
I'm
lips.
pretty sure.
Nuh-uh.
Oh, yeah.
Peripheral, peripheral.
Go ahead.
I did it 3 times faster. Peripheral, peripheral, peripheral. There you go.
Peripheral.
Yeah, that's right.
Peripheral.
Peripheral.
Bob thinks the word is peripheral.
Peripheral vision. Peripheral vision. I'm not a cook.
Jimmy the Man.
Yeah, that's cha-cha-cha-cha. That's Jimmy Durant.
Yeah. There's a it's Jimmy the Man.
That was Jimmy Durant. Cha-cha-cha-cha.
I remember. It was a sad day when I gave up women.
You gave up women?
I substituted women with alcohol.
Wait a minute. You traded in women for alcohol? You'd rather have the alcohol than the women? Is that what you're saying?
I substituted it. It was a horror.
No, it's not.
It's a sad story, Bob.
I'm not sure I know what the story is. You substituted women for alcohol.
Or alcohol for women.
Oh, is that what you mean?
I mean, yeah.
You went off women,
No.
got on to alcohol.
Right. I substituted alcohol.
For women.
Right.
See, I always felt they intertwined. I don't think you should substitute one for the other. I think you should use them both moderately. Not use them, of course, with women. Not use them. Enjoy
Do you
it.
realize what happened?
When you substituted women with alcohol?
Mm-hmm.
No, what?
Got my cock stuck in a bottle.
Oh.
You Bobby.
You knew it was coming. Well, I I knew it was coming. I knew something was coming. And I knew that you'd have to wait for a while.
Especially when you just sit there dumbing up on me.
Hey.
Well, I don't know what he's talking about.
No way. That I was.
What were you doing, Bob?
Moving the story along.
Yeah, peripherally.
With my peripheral vision.
Say peripherally.
Peripherally.
You got like a thick tongue problem.
I got no thick lips. I got no thick tongue. I don't know what your problem is. Then let the little tongue.
Like a numb head.
Fuck you. Jerk off.
Go ahead, numbhead.
I don't want that to become my nickname. You know what happened?
Oh boy!
You know what happened in grade school?
Oh, I do remember. When you playing with his dick?
No. Nobody's. Except my own, of course. In my formative years. In my formative years.
Who'd you jerk off to? What was the first person you jerked off to?
Oh, jeez. That takes me back. I remember the address. I was 89 Albert Drive. That's where I lived. In Parlin, New Jersey. And I remember being downstairs. And I remember...
Hold on.
I remember
you
this.
masturbate.
Wait, hold on.
And the thing that strikes you 40 years later
It's more than
is your address.
It's 50 years later.
50 years, there's the difference right there.
Yeah. Anyway, I remember going from my bedroom that was down in the den. I moved from my bedroom. Kent had that bedroom.
Right,
John had that bedroom. My mother had that bedroom.
Right.
And I moved down. I was in with my brother until I moved and took over the den downstairs.
Right. I remember that.
11 years old, whatever. Anyway, I remember having, I guess it was a magazine or whatever, getting up afterwards. And walking where there was steps here, and there's the living room there, and my father was sitting on the couch.
Did you close the door, Bob?
There was no door there. It's downstairs to a den.
Turn the other way, Bob.
So I went back, and
This is a great story.
I went into the bathroom, the little bathroom I had down there, with the hamper and the washing machine and the dryer.
Oh, God.
And disposed of the tissue paper, whatever. And
Wait a minute, we're missing the whole part.
wait, no. And I come back, and again, I look up and I see my father sitting on the couch watching TV, whatever. And he goes under me. And I don't blame him. Why are you walking back and forth, looking up here mysteriously?
Is that what he said?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
No reason.
That's great. That is fucking great.
Something to be proud of.
Oh, man. That's great.
My father was a great man.
That was fucking great. That's a great story.
That was George Raymond McFadden. He was great. He was
Yeah,
great.
he was. I liked him.
Everybody liked George, really. He taught me how to play baseball, and he taught me how to speak and write.
And jerk off in private?
Good English. You know, like he would correct us.
Oh, yeah.
You know, like if I
You
said,
know what you're talking
me and
like
Ken
the
are
way
going
you-
here.
the way you speak now.
And he would say, Kent and I, you know, he would read, what did you say? Kent and I did this, or if I said, I'm talking about my mother, I go, she said, first she said, who are you calling she?
Yeah,
You know, that kind of thing. Yeah, so there was a whole respect thing.
Proper.
It was a whole, you know,
Proper.
respect, and good English. He actually would correct us, you know, we never say ain't. And my daughter, I passed it down to Rachel. And she, when she was about 6 or 7, she was outside with her friends, and she started correcting her friends' English.
Mm-hmm.
And I said, Rachel, you don't want to be, you want to correct her in the family, you know. But once you start correcting people's English, there's a chance that it won't be as great of a. I think you wait till after real good friends before you start correcting somebody's English. I'm waiting for about another 2 weeks with you.
waiter too.
Oh, yeah, but they're different kind of waiters.
I come from a long line of waiters. My mother was a waiter. My father was a hostess.
Oh.
My grandmother washed dishes.
Oh, that's a.
She waited.
She waited.
Also,
Your grandmother?
my friend's parents were potato pickers.
Ooh, Irish?
No. No, they were black.
Aha.
Black potato pickers.
Black potato pickers. This is up in Pennsylvania? Up
No.
in the coal mine area of Pennsylvania?
Down
Where
in
you're originally
Virginia.
from? Down in Virginia?
South Carolina.
South Carolina, there were, let me get this straight, your grandmother.
No, not my grandmother. My friend's grandparents were potato pickers. The whole family potato pickers.
And
He
they're
was a
not,
laborer.
and they're not Irish, not Irish, 'cause
Black.
black. That's wonderful.
I couldn't figure out why he left it.
Why you left what?
Potato picking.
And why did he leave it?
I have no, that's what I asked him over lunch one time with a bunch of guys.
So what did he say?
He says, please, don't start your bullshit with me.
And that's what most people say. When you stop and think about it, really.
And I said, hey Joe, what do you think about this guy here? I said, his grandparents were potato pickers. He's just sitting there, Clarence was his name. He goes, Joe goes, potato pickers? Is that a good job? I don't know. I says, he left it, the whole family's potato pickers. Everybody starts, some guys are giggling, some guys ain't. So Joe gets in on it. Joe goes, why the hell would you leave a job like that? Clarence goes, I'm telling you, man, I don't want to hear your bullshit. Because it was freezing outside. But this is what goes on in the trailers, shit like, I mean, especially if you got two guys like that. So little Joey Nigro's there, he ain't paying attention, and there's this black dude, skinny, we called him, oh my God, Daddy Long Legs. And his feet up, he's a long, skinny black dude, leaning back, sleep in half. Well, Joe said something like, somebody came in, he goes, you believe this guy looked at you? It was something like really funny. Daddy must have been sitting there, you know, like half asleep and listening, you know? And he just cracked up, fell fucking back. I spit out whatever the fuck on. Joe's crying. Fucking Clarence is like, you motherfuckers, out the door he goes.
I'm still wondering why the potato picker thing. So his family was potato pickers. He was a potato picker. He quit being a potato picker.
Could be a laborer.
Came to New Jersey to work as a laborer.
Yeah.
And nobody could understand of the laborers why he would have done that. Is that what you're saying?
No. Nobody cares. Except me and Joe. All right? We're fucking around.
Just making conversation, just being annoying again.
We were invited in.
There's their first mistake.
Obviously, somebody wants a little bit of fucking entertainment.
Exactly. Why else would they invite you?
Oh my God.
Brawl.
No. Not fucking around. You know, we're in no trouble.
Oh, but you've had many a brawl, haven't you?
No.
Come on.
Get the fuck you. Get me involved in that bullshit.
I know there's a list of things we can't go over.
It's a damn good list.
It is. Nevertheless, I'm going to persevere and ask you a personal question.
Go right ahead, Bob. See, go ahead.
Up in the state of Pennsylvania, up in the coal mine area where you came from, not came from, but your family came from, and you were born here in Jersey, but would go back there all the time, like on all summer,
Yeah.
and other times, and
Yes.
pretty much you were 6 years old, 7 years old, 8 years old, and you were pretty much a common laborer for them, weren't you up there? I mean, didn't they have you work the entire time, your entire summer vacation?
Well, no, they take you like nickel day. They take you like they had a park, amusement park up there, Nickel Day. Nickel Day. Jesus, that was a good park though. I dug that park. But you know, you got your shit done because they're too cheap to buy coal. They weren't gonna buy coal. You know what I mean? So you had to fill up all events. Great job. Great vacation.
Whole summer working, right?
You want me to commit suicide now at this stage
No,
of the game?
no.
You start me thinking about it. I'm getting sad here.
No. I'm saying that was the basis, I think, of
What?
excuse me,
Here we go.
of the fact that by the time you were a teenager here in Jersey, yeah, there was nothing you were afraid of. Not including your father or your mother.
No, I didn't listen to nobody.
Right. That's my point. That's my point.
I ain't doing nothing wrong.
Ah, but you used to always do things wrong, didn't you? You know, in a mischievous.
Yeah, well, that's because you were a kid.
Yeah, so you were naturally like supposed to be like Dennis the Menace or whatever, and like lock your neighbor in a shed with dogs.
Okay, take
and then we'll go play baseball, and then all the mothers of the neighborhood coming over.
I never get the look on Marty Kaczynski's face. He'd be like, "Her."
Isn't that your mother?
I think your mother's walking over here.
Yeah.
I was like,
With all the other mothers.
I was facing that way. They see everything.
And this is probably an hour after you locked it in there.
Oh no, way more than an hour.
Way more than an hour.
We did that in
the poor kid.
We did that probably late morning. This was like right before supper time.
Oh jeez, 6 hours later they finally find the kid.
4 hours maybe.
4 hours they find the kid in a shed with dogs, hound dogs.
Yeah, well a lot of them, about 10.
About 10 of them, and it was a small area, right?
Pen. There's like a pens. They're big. He had Gobbers had big pens.
Oh, so they weren't loose around him.
Yeah.
Oh, they were loose around him.
Yeah, it's a cage.
That's what I thought.
And it's as big. Say it's a room.
That's
like
what I
this.
originally thought.
Yeah.
That they were.
And it's
They're all dogs in
hound
a shed.
dogs are.
And
Hound
to
dogs-
this day.
Hound dogs thinks they're out dogs. They're dogs that all they care about is that you're feeding them. So when you go in there with food, they're all jumping.
Right. And that's when you put them in there and lock the door, right?
Yeah.
And you're what, about 10 years old?
Well, they're not gonna hurt
Are you 10 years old?
Huh?
What are you, about 10 years old at the time?
I don't know, something like that.
10, 11, 12, whatever.
No, I ain't know. 12.
Anyway,
That would be
what is that person's name that you
Billy
locked?
John.
Yeah, John what? John still lives a few doors down.
Yeah.
This is like, what, 50 years later?
Yeah.
50 years later.
Yeah.
And he's still
What? What do you think?
mowing the lawn with those
Yeah.
plaid shorts and those high white socks with the tubes around the top.
That his mother, they raised them all fucked up.
Yeah. But I'm saying, I think you
I had to
added
get him
his
out of it
problems.
somehow. He was scared of everything. They ain't scared of nothing no more.
Oh, so you toughened him up.
You can't toughen him up. He had the craziness in him. One time I told him to fight Billy. Billy Gobb kept picking on Dave. Everybody beating him. I said, John, come here. I'll show you how to fight, right? So I'm trying to show him, and so I got the book that I had, that stupid book. I go, look, you got to practice. Don't practice nothing. Just practice. When you get good, go to this, go to this. I go, it's going to take you a while. You read. I go, if I can read.
John,
But he didn't have to. Yeah. So I'm over here.
You're helping him.
Yeah.
Good.
So he's doing it without gloves.
Right.
And he's bad. He can't do it. Yeah. So,
Why is that?
Because he don't got that kind of body.
No coordination.
Whatever.
But he can't like snap out. He couldn't do anything like that.
It would be awkward, you're going to get beat up, right?
He seems like a nice man from a distance, but I think
he's a
that
great
he's
kid.
got. But he's now about 55, 60 years old, right? He's probably 60 or
he's like
61.
4 or 5 years. He's like 4 years older than me. Or
4 years,
4 years
old?
younger.
Okay, so he was a little kid who had some disability problems, apparently.
No, he's smart. It's just that
Smart, like almost like Dustin Hoffman in Rain Man.
Not that bad.
No, not that bad. But I'm just saying that's the guy you locked. That's the kid.
Yeah.
You locked in a dog place for 4 hours.
Yeah.
And went and played baseball with your friends.
I forgot he was in there, Bob.
Forgot he was in there. That's your defense. Oh.
What? Nobody got hurt. Who got hurt? Oh, he
He's still dribbling over there while he mows the lawn, cross-eyed.
But I didn't make him like that. He was like that to begin with.
Oh.
His parents
So
made
anyway,
him like
so
that.
you did try to help him box. You did try to help him
Yeah,
box.
but the funny part was until you ruined the whole goddamn fucking story.
Well, I'm just pointing out a fact that this was the whole point of this whole thing. You've been very mischievous all your life. You weren't scared of nothing and nobody when you were 12. And you've had that same great attitude for the last 50 years.
Anyway, so the funny part is, we were hanging out one day and Billy Govern comes up, and Billy was a big baby anyway, but he's picking on John, right? And I'm probably not allowed to beat Billy up anymore. I did one because he was like easy, you know. So I just couldn't stand what the fuck he was getting away with Johnny. Johnny's strong, you know. Johnny, he's like, you know, crazy mental strong, you know, and fucking, they make him eat liver at least once a week, you know, like he ain't muscular. His bones are as hard as a fucking iron, right? Because one time I had him hit fucking, we're playing football and they're banging him, you know.
Who's banging him?
The Nitz brothers were big. The one I slammed.
They're banging him, Johnny.
Yeah, they're hitting. We're playing football over here in the backyard where the horses are, and you know, he's getting beat up. You know, he wanted to play, so you know, because he picks. You know how it goes, and so fucking. I see the one guy give him a goon. I say, Johnny, I says, you bones. I get him in the corner. I say, you go right. I said, listen, your bones are stronger than his. I said, fuck his weight. I go whack him right on there with this here.
You did that?
That fucking guy. I think he went home. Fucking he banged him. And I said, see?
So that's a good story. So you always tell me the stories where you start all this trouble. And it was from the time you were young with your sister right here in this house.
Where did I start trouble? Where did I start trouble?
Oh, come on, with your sister. You made her cry every morning before she went to school.
Because she'd ignore me.
She was trying to ignore you because you were doing things to bother her.
She was a pimp. She cried, that poor dear. She was something.
Every day before school?
Not every day.
Almost, well, 3 times a week.
If I didn't make her cry, my mother would make her cry, combing her hair. She had this long blonde hair, and they'd rip it the hell out of it. I don't know, every girl I knew, when they got their hair combed in the morning, they'd cry.
So on the days that your mother didn't make her cry, you did? Is that what you said?
We sent her out in good spirits.
Oh.
It's a nervous fucking wreck.
Oh. Your poor sister.
Oh my God.
She put up with a lot as she grew up in this house with you. I mean, when you've told me the stories that are amazing. I mean, your father, who was a good guy, tough guy. By the time you were what, 13, 14, he gave up with you?
He had to. I told him he never do it because he got me one time.
Oh, how old were you then? 13, 14?
No, I was like 6 or 7. Me and Billy.
6 or 7.
Me and Billy.
You told him that.
Me and Billy Disney were drinking his Rango beer downstairs.
You're 6 or 7.
Yeah, because we're real little, right?
And you're drinking your father's beer downstairs.
Yeah.
Unbelievable. With Billy Disbrook.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Go.
And he had Rango, the dry beer, right? And I liked it, right? So.
As opposed to other beer, you heard that.
Yeah, I didn't like Schaefer.
That's when you were 3 or 4.
No, I was like 6, 7, 8, you know, like that, you know, when you start doing stupid shit, and they can't catch you, you know, you literally can't. But so this motherfucker knew I'm a runner, man. I'm gonna fucking take it. He ain't gonna catch me. But I don't know. So he wasn't supposed to be. I don't know. We had.
Your father came home.
Yeah.
And he's drinking beer downstairs.
Yeah.
In the what? In the basement.
In the basement.
With Billy Disbrook.
Yeah. Yeah.
And he can't catch you running around in a circle in the basement, or you get outside.
He probably know. What happened was he come downstairs and I got the case because they had the cardboard box cases, and I'm already I did the because we were outside, it was hot, so I drank one, you know. So
you're 6 or 7, why not?
Yeah, ain't gotta hurt me. Right? So fucking Billy's drinking, and I seen Billy look up, right? And very seldom I've seen Billy mad, smirking, laughing. I've never seen this guy skip. He wasn't even scared. He was like shocked a little bit. He was like, I don't even know if he said anything to me because we had to sell the door open, right? When I looked at his face, I said, holy fuck, the old man's home, right?
And this is at 6 or 7.
Yeah, right.
around the bottle. Fuck! The old man's home!
Fuck.
Yeah, okay.
Because he had this.
6 or 7, I'm still playing, you know, like little junior league, pee-wee football and that little soft, you know, like
I did that too, but I didn't play it a
junior
lot.
league, little league, big league. You know, you didn't. I didn't do any of that stuff until years later, if at all. But it's amazing at 6 or 7, you could be drinking your father's beer. He comes home and you say, "Fuck, the old man's here." Like
I didn't say it out loud.
like Humphrey Bogart, or James Cagney. That's more like it. I think you're more like James Cagney.
Oh God, I love the way he acts.
So at 6 or 7, he couldn't correct you at that age. You're saying?
Well, he tried. He had a 2x4. He cut it off. He had it was a cut off 2x4. I did not know this, right? Because he had the caddy 9-tail over here, you know. But he wasn't. I guess he knew he wasn't caddy. So what he did was, and so nobody would know he hit me. He had this 2x4, and he was on this side. So yeah, he was on it. So he took the weaker. He said, "Well, he's a righty." See, that motherfucker probably. I think he.
No, you're right. If you're a righty, you go. Yeah.
So he was on this side because I'm a lefty. I go.
Yeah.
So I could go both ways. So fucking.
That's what they say.
He goes. He takes the flat of the fucking 2x4.
Right.
And he
This
slams
is a
it
horrible story.
on my back.
Your father's hitting
But
you
I'm ready to
at
run.
6 or 7 years old.
But I'm
You're
ready to
drinking.
go. Billy's already out, right?
Ah.
I'm going up the steps. I got him beat. But he got, you know, I said, I didn't realize what it does. It takes the air out of your lungs from the back.
And your father thought this ahead of time.
Oh, he knows.
Yeah, he's like, if I'm going to catch this kid, I'm going to have to hit him in the back with a 2x4.
But they've killed things like, they probably killed things like that. You know,
Pennsylvania.
I mean, he knocked out cows and, you know, for slaughter and shit.
You said you punched an elephant in the head.
Yeah.
Right between the eyes, a baby elephant. Why don't you tell that story again?
No.
That's a hit with the kids. The kids love that.
Let's take a break. Take a break.
That's right. Let's take
Boy
a break.
talking to you, Bob.
I'm gonna try. I need another beer, and I think I may even get a cigarette. So why don't we take a commercial break, just for a minute? There you go.
You had to be in the other one, didn't you, Bob?
No, I'm not in the other one. I just looked at you in that.
Oh,
one.
you can't see yourself?
Because it's pointed at you. There's a camera that's pointed at you. See that? Even if I look up, it's still pointed at you. Ah, see?
I thought you were back of me.
Oh.
People lie.